Challenge mode. No evidence. These ghosts really don't want to help you out, but we're sure you're up to the task. Correctly find the ghost type in Grafton Farmhouse. Now, I play no evidence daily all the time, so this is exactly my type of game mode. I'm so excited to try this out. I'm going to play, obviously, the challenge mode and give as many tips and tricks as I go along. Hopefully, you guys learn something whilst I do this. So, without further ado, let's begin. We're on Grafton Farmhouse, which is a small map technically, so hunts aren't too long. We should quickly actually look through the challenge settings. So, normal sanity, 25 restoration, that's normal. So 4 sanity meds will take you to 100. 200 sanity drain speed, normal sprinting, flashlights, etc. Ghost speed normal. Changing favorite room medium. Okay, so it will change room a bit, not a massive amount. That's useful for like Goryo, for example, to know about Goryos, because Goryos don't change rooms. Grace period 2 seconds, not that long. It's okay. Event frequency high, that's good because you want ghost events sometimes to rule out some certain ghosts. Hunt duration high, 0 evidence, of course. Setup time 0. You've got the mirror, so to find the room potentially. I probably won't be doing that. Starting sanity. What was starting sanity? 100. Doors opening high. Activity and sanity monitor on. Okay, decent. Okay, Grafton Farmhouse. Let's begin. Okay, so we're basically all tier 2 items. We haven't got tier 2 headgear though, which is annoying because that would have been a great torch without using inventory slot. We'll take a lighter, which doesn't take up a slot. And then we'll take a torch so we can see. We'll take a tier 2 thermometer because we can find the room pretty easily with that. And we'll take an EMF video camera. We'll take an EMF to help us find the room if we hear anything. We're on Grafton Farmhouse. Probably the creepiest map in the game, in my opinion. Let's go. All right, so we're going to start off by finding the room. That's definitely step 1. So I probably should have checked where the breaker is. I'll do that next game. But let's see. Okay, the breaker's upstairs. There's only 2 spots where the breaker can actually be on this map. And that is over there, where I just went in the like utility cupboard, or whatever you call it, and up here by the stairs. So let's get it on. We might as well start by looking upstairs because we're already here. So okay, 7 degrees is definitely not going to be the room. We want to find a room that's, honestly, because it's freezing temperatures, not freezing temperatures, because it's snowing. We take the bone here, might as well. Because it's snowing, it's gonna be, it's colder than usual anyway. It's really cold, so the room's probably gonna be like 2 or 3 degrees already. Hopefully it's not in the doll room. It's not, thank goodness. I think it takes a while. The tier 2 takes a while to get a reading. No, it's definitely not doll room. Okay, we'll check this room and upstairs. Oh. Interesting. That makes me think it might be directly above that. Potentially. Are we in the attic? No. Okay. We're downstairs by the looks of it. I mean, we are getting 5 degrees here. But the problem is, this is why I much prefer, obviously, the tier 3 is better. The tier 2 has quite like a range of temperatures, whereas the tier 3 is a little bit more precise. Oh, we're here. Okay. 3 degrees. We're definitely in this room. It's nice and easy, at least. Let's get the light on there. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Instant ghost event. I'm going to run away from that because I do not want to get hit by that event. Because if I do, I will lose 10 sanity. If it's an Oni, I lose 20. So, yeah, we're going to avoid that. Now, because we're on no evidence, we can definitely take a video camera in. But other than that, we don't really need any evidence items. In fact, we don't need any evidence items because we're on no evidence. So, instead, I'm going to take with me a photo camera. You're probably wondering why. Literally just because if it does an event like that again, I want to snap a picture. And if it disappears when I take the photo, and then I go in my journal, and the ghost, it says ghost as a photo, but there's no ghost there, that's a phantom. So when you take a picture or a video of a ghost and it disappears, then but the event like continues, for example, or it says ghost in the journal, but the ghost isn't in the photo, then that's something a phantom does. Okay, we're going to take a crucifix as well. I'm probably just going to leave the camera down, and if I need it, I'll pick it up. But I could just get a video of the event. It just sometimes you can't quite get a video in time. So we'll come in. We'll drop a cruci here, which covers the front door as well, just in case it decides to move to the corridor. We are actually looking for ghost orbs because on no evidence, the only evidence you can get are ghost orbs. So I'm currently looking for ghost orbs now, just to see if we get anything, but it doesn't look like there's any orbs there. But we'll recheck. We'll recheck the temperatures as well. Make sure it's definitely still here because it can change rooms. It's still here for sure. Okay, EMF's here basically just to work out whether it like teleports to me or something. But we don't need a perfect run. We literally just need to get the ghost. So I guess in this scenario, I need to use my no evidence knowledge and start doing things like an Oreo test, which we can do with candles. We can bring some salt in, see if it's a wraith, and bring an incense in for protection. So if it does hunt, we can instantly incense and we'll be okay. It is weird playing a weekly with no evidence on a map like this. Right, so we put a candle down. We will light it. We'll place it in here. Got some salt down as well. I'm basically going to see if it steps in salt, I can rule out wraith. If it blows out the candle whilst I'm in the room with it, and I know it's in the room with me, let's say it does an event there, for example, and I know the ghost is definitely there, and the candle goes out, I know for a fact it can't be a shade as well, because I'm in the room with it, and shades cannot do events in the same room as you if you're in the ghost room, but specifically, they can't interact at all. Okay. And that's a singing event. That is a long singing event. Shades cannot do long singing events. So instantly, that is not a shade. Just like that. So shades also won't be able to blow out a candle if you're in the ghost room with them. Or interact with anything. Unless they roam out for a second and then blow it out. That's one thing you got to be careful of. They will interact in the ghost room if they walk out first. So the best way to tell if the ghost is in the room with you is to have a motion sensor down. And if it sets off the motion sensor and interacts in the room at the same time, then, or right after or before it, then that proves not a shade. But anyway, it's not a singing event, so it can't be a shade. I probably should have snapped a photo of the ghost then, but I didn't. We'll turn that off because it's really annoying. Now, if it blows out this candle one more time and instantly hunts, that means it's more than likely going to be an Oreo. Also, if it, of course, blows out the candle under 20 seconds. Which it didn't do. It's done another singing event. Okay, where's my camera? There you go. Ghost is in the photo. It's still there as well. Can't be a phantom. We can rule out a phantom now. It hasn't stepped in salt yet, but what I can do is put salt there. There you go. Not a wraith. You can place it where the ghost just was if you want to. Also, half open a door. Yuri's can only fully open or fully closed doors. So if the door moves like that, or anything that isn't fully open or fully closed, you can rule out a Yuri. So it's also not a Yuri. It's also not an Oreo because it didn't hunt after the third candle went out. So we're now stuck with these. Okay, it's just a venter on me. Honestly, we haven't actually got that many ghosts left to check without a hunt. So I think we're going to go and get another incense and do a hunt now and rule out a bunch of ghosts during a hunt. So I'm going to grab more incenses. I might actually grab only one incense, but take a motion sensor. And then we'll go, I think, into the room at the back and try get visuals on this. I'm pretty sure there's a good spot in this room over here to look at the ghost properly. So I'm putting down a motion sensor there. That will tell me if it roams this way. So we can test for banshees which roam to you. We know it's already not a phantom or a wraith. So we don't have to worry about them. We'll take the cruci with us. I'll leave that there for now, actually. I'll grab a few more items first. But basically, a banshee can roam to you as long as you're on the same floor as it. Randomly, it will roam to you. It will take a bit of sanity, and then it will roam back to the room. Anywhere on the same floor. It can walk for miles if you're on a really big map. As long as you're on the same floor, they can roam to you. We'll also take a parabolic microphone, because we might get a banshee scream. Maybe one more motion sensor as well. And yeah, that will do. We've got 2 incensors. We're probably fine. All right. Let's hit the piano. So what I'm going to do here is place a motion sensor maybe there. Motion sensor... I wouldn't mind doing it a bit further along, actually. There. Grab an incense. Cruci is over here, so we'll go grab that. I'll leave the parabolic. Grab the cruci, chuck it over here. Grab the incense. And let's see if it roams to us at all for a banshee. And let's see what it looks like in a hunt when it does choose to hunt. We could grab the mirror. We could grab the mirror and force a hunt by lowering our sanity, but I'd actually rather not. I'd rather not, just because I think you can hide behind this chair, right? Oh, you've got hiding spots here. That's quite useful. You can also hide here if you want to. I think you can hide behind this chair. Pretty sure this does stop line of sight, but this used to stop line of sight, but it doesn't anymore. There was this weird bug where this whole thing acted like a big rectangle and covered you. I think only hiding behind the chair will work now. So if these motion sensors go off, that's going to be very sus. Let's stand back here. So again, I would use the mirror to lower my sanity, but I'd rather wait and see if it hunts early. It's been patched. Yeah, this got patched. I think the chair still blocks line of sight though, doesn't it? But yeah, orbs are forced evidence on no evidence. So yeah, we could have got mimic orbs then. The only ghost that would have forced orbs on no evidence is a mimic, because orbs aren't actually evidence when a mimic has orbs. If you look at a mimic on here, right, there's no orbs. It's like an extra thing it leaves. That's like a fake evidence. So if you can actually see orbs on no evidence because it's not technically evidence, which is quite interesting. Anyway, let's see. I am getting cold breath in here, which is a little bit strange. I feel like it would have warmed up by now. So let's just see if we have a room change. Still 3 degrees. I'm a bit confused as to why we're getting cold. I don't know why it's not warming up. It seems a little strange to me. I feel like it would be warming up more than this. I know it's snowing, but I feel like it still warms up a lot when it's snowing, but okay, it's fine. We'll just wait here. Wait here. I'm almost tempted to turn off lights to drain my sanity a bit. Maybe I'll go and get the mirror. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the mirror. We'll head upstairs, we'll grab the mirror, we'll drain our sanity a little bit, just enough so that it can hunt. Let's grab it. So the mirror is in this room, from what I remember. I'm not gonna force a curse hunt with this. I'm just gonna drain my sanity a bit with it, rather than force a hunt, because I don't want a really, really long hunt. Personally. Before I do that, let's check our sanity, see how much we dropped. We've been hit by 1 ghost event, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, that definitely, to me, doesn't feel like an Oni. We spent quite a bit of time in the dark. I mean, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. But, yeah, I'm kind of tempted. I'm tempted to drop my sanity a little bit. Goryo, maybe. Goryos are the worst ghosts to get because you can't work them out unless you rule out every other ghost. So, yeah. Turn on the TV. Cannot be a mare. That's really useful, actually. Cannot be a mare. All right. Let's go over here. We'll drain our sanity real quick. Okay, that would do. That's definitely drained our sanity enough. You can see the door from here. I'm going to use this spot. I actually don't know whether this will work, but we got incense, so it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't. We can see the door when it slams. As soon as it slams, we then know it's hunting. So we'll just chill. We'll try and get see visually what the ghost looks like. I might also grab my power now. Oh, I should have turned that off, shouldn't I? Oh, it's hunting. Here we go. Wait. That spot doesn't work at all? That spot doesn't work at all? Are you kidding me? No, but the fireplace does? Jesus Christ. Hello, sir. Right, well, I panicked a little bit there, to be honest, because it ran straight to me. I mean, if it saw me then, I'm surprised it didn't speed up. That's the only thing that confused me a bit then. Why didn't it speed up from a distance, or did it just randomly find me? Because bro didn't look like he was speeding up at all. I think it might have been only blinks. I see you say it in the chat. I think it might have been. I wasn't really concentrating, so I'd like to have another look. We've started a timer, by the way. I started a timer as soon as I was about 2 or 3 seconds late. I started a timer after the hunt began. Okay, what's up with the fireplace? Can you hide behind, like... Hide behind here or something? Is this a spot that works? You're telling me that if I sit here, the ghost can't see me? Or do I have to be... Bloody hell. It's really annoying. I want the lights on. I want to be able to see. Oh my god, it actually works. I think it might be a djinn. That's not only blinks. I think that's a djinn. I think that was Speedy from a distance. I think, basically, right, the reason I'm saying djinn, I better explain why I think it might be a djinn. Normal ghosts... God, it's so dark, I can't see a thing. Can't see a thing! It's the lighting! Normal ghosts... are like normal speed, right? And then slowly they get faster and faster the longer they see you for. Whereas a djinn is the same. However, if you're far away from the ghost, it's actually and it sees you, it actually instantly becomes fast. Like a revenant, but not as fast as a revenant. It's got the speed boost, and then when it gets to you, it actually slows back down a little bit. I think that's what that ghost just did. It's not a spirit because it hunted under 3 minutes after I smudged it. So we know that. Let's have another look again. To assess djinn. I think that might be a djinn. I'm pretty sure that was instantly sped up when it saw me. From normal speed to fast speed. I thought it might have done that in the first one, but I wasn't certain. It's not a Dio, because a Dio always knows where you are, and it sprints you really fast and then becomes really, really slow. So it can't be a Dio. It also can't be a Hunter or Thay, because it definitely sped up. And those two ghosts are set speeds in certain rooms. It can't be Revenant because Revenant's really slow unless it sees you. Okay, there's the ghost. Yep. Instantly sped up when it saw me. Definitely a Jinn. Okay, incensing it. Woo! Okay, we're okay. That is a Jinn. We will leave. Yeah, it's definitely a Jinn. I used the parabol at that time to work out if it was definitely a Jinn or not. Because it's pretty hard. You can't really hear the ghost footsteps from that far away. So I got the power out. I listened on the power instead. I listened to the speed. It was like boom, boom, boom. Normal ghost speed. And then as soon as I peeked to the ghost, it went boom, 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 boom. Instantly fast. So I knew there and then it had the distance speed boost that a Jinn has. So I know that is a Jinn. Now this only works with the breaker on. And the breaker is on. You wouldn't actually be able to... It would have no speed boost if the breaker was off. So there you go. It is a Jinn. We will leave. And we did all the objectives as well. And there we go. And it definitely wasn't only blinks. That was normal ghost blinks. And there we go. It was a Jinn. Oh! Yippee! I got a new badge. Monkey Face Minx, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you so much for that. Me and my 9-year-old just discovered your videos. We absolutely love you and keep your content. Like, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for becoming a member. Also, Pizu, thank you for the 2 months tier 1 sub as well. Thank you very much, my friends. And yeah, that was the Jinn. That was a pretty easy one. They're pretty easy in a hunt. And there we go. Details to statistics. It was a 90-minute game. A little bit long, to be fair, but there we go. Let's go for game 2 on Grafton Farmhouse. Very dark map, this. The new Bleasdale and Grafton are both very, very dark compared to other maps. All right, we're back in. It's now raining this time. That's going to be a bit easier to find the room because it's not going to be as cold. We're going to take thermometer again. I might take a video camera this time instead of a torch. Bring in a torch later. And then an EMF. Because I can use a video camera to look around in. Let's see. The breaker is... Is the breaker not visible on the map? I don't think it is. Okay, let's go look. Right, we're going to go back in. We're going to go upstairs straight to... Oh, no, we'll go forward straight away. Maybe turn a few lights on the way as well. So we got some lighting whilst we come back and we're not losing as much sanity. Let's see. Breaker is upstairs again. Brilliant. Okay. Run straight there then. I might turn this light off. Because obviously there's only a certain number of lights you can turn on. It's 9 on small maps. It's actually 8 on medium and 7 on large maps. The amount of lights you can turn on before the fuse box breaks. So, flips even. So, yeah. Bit of useful information, hopefully that. But... Okay, let's start looking for the room then. Okay, we're just going to walk around again with the thermometer. Sometimes you can work out the room via a sound, but not always. This is a guaranteed way of finding the room with the thermometer. Okay, it's still just 10 degrees everywhere. We might as well clear upstairs first. 10 degrees. Now, the only scary part about doing this is if it's a demon, I am basically screwed unless I can run away and hide. Because I don't have any incense, and demons can hunt at any sanity. So they can hunt me right now if it wants to, if it uses its ability. We're not in the same room again, are we? I heard something, I think. Hold up. It's very dark. Yep, we're in this room. Okay. This is actually quite a good room. because I can peek it there and then run away to the piano. All right, we found the room. Let's firstly check that we've not got a mimic. Doesn't look like we have. I'm not seeing any orbs. Okay. Keep the EMF down for now. All right, we'll grab a firelight, a crucifix, and an incense, I think. Then we'll come back for some salt. In fact, I'm going to just take a firelight, incense, and salt, and we'll come back for a crucifix. Incense is more reliable than a crucifix if you have to pick, because you can incense and run away. The crucifix won't necessarily protect you in some situations. It will always protect you if the ghost spawns on it, but it doesn't always happen. Okay, there you go. Not a wraith. We can rule that out. Get the firelight down, and I'll leave the incense there, and we'll go grab probably a motion, an incense, and a crucifix. I always say this. If you don't know what to bring more incense. You might as well. It keeps you safer. Okay, let's go. Get motion sensor down. We can like start setting up a banshee test. See if the ghost roams to you and roams back. That's what banshees do. Same with phantoms. We've got a video camera. If it does do an event, I'll try and make sure I video the ghosts so we can rule out phantom. Okay. Got a double incense here. Firelight still hasn't gone off. Let's recheck temperatures as well, because we could get the ghost moving rooms. Okay, still this room. 4.7, 3.3. Okay. Honestly, if you haven't played No Evidence before, this is definitely not the easiest way of playing No Evidence on the map. But it's a good introduction to it. It's a good way to force you into trying it, because trust me, when you take that leap, it is really fun. Alright, it's my favorite way of playing. I might bring another candle to speed up this process. I think the breaker's just gone off. Breaker has gone off, so it's not a djinn, because djinns will never turn off the breaker because it means they can't use their ability. I'm going to head upstairs in the pitch black. Cannot see a thing. And turn the breaker back on. There we go. I might grab a torch now when I go back. Okay, lights are on. Let's get another candle down. Brucey's covering this area, which is the most important part, because this is the area I'm going to run back to. Okay. Recheck temperatures real quick, I guess. We can also bring an EMF with us, and if the EMF goes off miles away from the ghost room, either it's moved to that room and chucked something, or it's roamed to you. Which it would be a phantom only if it's an EMF 2 and nothing actually happens. Because phantoms and wraiths, the two ghosts that leave an EMF 2 on your body anywhere on the map. You can be upstairs or downstairs compared to where the ghost room is. It doesn't matter. Banshees, however, will only roam to you on the same floor, and they won't leave an EMF reading. Okay, so that's EMF 2. That's gone off. Doesn't really matter, though, to be honest. This EMF's just going to annoy me. We'll leave it over here for now. Right, we'll relight this for the Oreo test. If 3 firelights go out, an Oreo has to hunt. It has to hunt within 6-7 seconds. Okay. No, the ghost is still here. It's being a little bit passive. It is blowing stuff out in the room with me, making me think it's probably not going to be a shade. Unless it's like roamed out here, then blown it out. But that's really unlikely. Okay. Heartbeat was very normal. That's not going to be a Reiju, because Reijus have a base boosted heartbeat in events and in hunts. There was no base boost there. I was checking as well. Almost definitely not a shade. He did just event in the room, and I don't think the reason why I'm a bit wary about this is because the ghosts can change rooms and then event in the room that you think the ghost is in. So you need to be careful about that. That's why I don't instantly rule out a shade right now. However, we are getting 1.9 degrees, which means it's very likely the ghost is in here. Okay. Still nothing. Final firelight for the Oreo test. We know it's not a Wraith, Jinn, or Reiju. We're trying to rule out an Oreo. It's good to get these all out the way first, because getting an Oreo test in late game is really annoying. That's the final one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No hunt. Not an Oreo. That's the third firelight. They'll always hunt after 3 firelights are blown out. So be aware of that. And they can't light candles in the game anywhere. They can't light any candles. They can't light fires or candles. So if that ever happens, you can also rule out an Oreo there and then. This is what we got left. It's very unlikely to be a shade. It's not a Rager because of the heartbeat. I wouldn't mind getting a photo or a video next time it shows up like that. I don't have the photo camera with me. Let's go. We'll leave our incense there. We'll go grab a photo camera. Maybe bring another incense and a cruci in as well for protection. But other than that, we can't really do much now unless we do a hunt. So, we'll grab an incense, a cruci, and I guess a motion sense. Photo camera. We'll bring a photo camera, yeah. For the photo. If it does show up. Right, so now I'm going to put a cruci down here. I'm going to... Is that a door? I'm not sure if it was a door. I'm going to put this door halfway. Because if it's a Yuri... or if it's not a Yuri, I want to see if the ghost interacts with this door. I want to see it move not all the way or all the way. So I can prove... I can disprove Yuri. If it moves like this... I know it's not a Yuri. If it moves like this, I know it's not a Yuri. Jesus. It evented. At least it didn't break the lights, though. However, if it moves like this... and it makes a slamming noise... like a slow move... fully to the closed position and then makes the... delayed door close sound, then I know that is most likely going to be a Yuri then, because that's probably a Yuri ability. I do like getting 1 or 2 of them. Same if it opens all the way outwards as well. It'll do the exact same thing. It'll move slowly all the way in one smooth motion. Okay. So... there we go. That is definitely not a phantom. Oh my goodness me. Not a Yuri. Half open a door. Stop, that's so loud. Not a Yuri. Half open a door. And not a phantom, because, oh my, I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's not a phantom, because the ghost is in the photo. It would have disappeared when I took it. Very, 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 very unlikely to be a shade as well. Okay, and there we go. We can get rid of the camera now. I'm going to take the cruci with me. We're going to head over here. In fact, I'm going to come back for a second, because I want to grab this motion sensor. Bring the cruci with us because I want it to spawn now. And we're basically going to stand here with crucis covering us. Take incense with us. Okay, I'm going to grab the power. It's a little bit risky because it could instantly hunt me now. I'm probably on low sanity. I've been hit by a few events. I'm going to stand here with the power. Get the motion sensor set up to test for Banshee. See if it roams to me. And now we just sit and wait. We got a crucifix on us. So we are safe from it randomly changing to this room and then hunting right on top of me. Which is possible. Now we're going to sit and wait. I mean, I wouldn't mind actually checking my sanity real quick. Just out of interest. Got 10 more sanity until a normal ghost can hunt us. Right now, if we're in the dark or the ghost in the dark, a mare can hunt us. A Rage could also hunt us by siphoning electronical power. Yokai could hunt us if we speak, but I'm not speaking in the game, so that won't happen. And what else? A Thay can hunt us at 70% sanity and below, so it could be a Thay if it hunts. But yeah. Now, we just need to see what it looks like in a hunt. We might instantly know what it is. Who knows? Might go quickly grab the mirror. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go quickly grab the mirror. I'll bring 2 incenses with me. Right, so over here. Pop the mini potion. The monster. Okay. Here we go. Let's do the mirror just for a second. It's a ghost event. That is a ghost event. Bloody hell. Okay. No seeing events, so I can't actually technically rule out a shade. Although it almost definitely will be. Will not be a shade, sorry. Alright, the ghost should wander back to the room unless I missed it already happen. It should wander back through the motion sensor. Wouldn't mind checking the ghost room, see if it's... Okay, it's still here. It took ages. It's alright. Let's go quick. We've got 25 seconds now, unless it's a demon. Where I'm completely 100% safe. I don't think it's going to be a demon, though, because I think it would already hunted me. Basically, when a ghost ends a hunt, or when a crucifix goes off, normal ghosts can't hunt again for 25 seconds, but a demon has a possibility of hunting between 20 and 25 seconds. So if it's a demon, you're safe 100% for 20 seconds. That's it. We definitely know that it can hunt us because the crucifix has already gone off. I've not seen the motion sensor. By the way, did you know I can do that? That's normal speed. What an idiot. Alright. I started a timer. It looked very boring. I have to say, very, very boring. I have to say. It's spending money. So it definitely sped up. So it can't be a Hantu or a Thay, because Hantus and Thays will never speed up unless it's Hantu can speed up if it goes from a warm room to a cold room. But this room's the coldest room in the house because it's the ghost room, so it won't have got slower. And it's also an instant change. It's not a rev, because a rev would have been really, really slow when I was listening to it on the power until it saw me or sensed me. Not a Dio. Dio would have sprinted to me because they always know where you are. And it would have come slow. It didn't look like an Oni to me. The blinks look pretty normal. Let's turn off the breaker. Okay, it's fine. Let's go quick. Get it on. Fast as possible. Let's see. Alright. Grab the power again. Let's go over here. Didn't look like an Oni to me. If it doesn't hunt for 3 minutes, there's a high likelihood this could be a spirit. I'm not sure about Moroi. I didn't see a shapeshift, but I don't like ruling out a bake too early. It didn't sound like a twin speed either. A few people saying it could be a Myling. It seemed quiet. I will take that into consideration. I'll have a proper listen. It wasn't something I noticed, but this map is a little bit hard to 100% tell the volume. There's a lot of different, like, loud, banging footstep sounds. Right. It's been 2 minutes 23. This is looking like... If it takes 3 minutes, it could be a spirit. And the only way to be sure would be to do another incense test for 3 minutes. And if it takes 3 minutes twice, it's very, very likely it's going to be a spirit. Kind of makes sense. It did do quite a few events. Spirits tend to do a lot of events after you smudge them, though. It hasn't actually done any events after I smudged it in this 3 minutes, but... Okay, right, it's been 3 minutes, so there's no reason to have the timer going anymore. It could definitely still be a spirit, then. Let's have another listen. If it does find me... Here we go. Don't think that's a Myling. think that's definitely too loud for a myling. Right, we've incensed it again. If it takes 3 minutes, I really do think this is going to be a spirit. If not, Goryo maybe? Don't think it's a yokai. It sprinted straight to me just then. Let's have a look. I don't think it's a yokai. Because as soon as I spam my electronics, it ran over here. So, and yokais can't sense electronics unless they're right next to you. Like, this close to you. Like, really close. So, not a yokai. Normal blink, so not an Oni. I would have noticed that for sure. Not twins, it's definitely normal speed. Myling, it was too loud. I could hear it stomping all the way over here when I was over there. So, that was, yeah, probably, almost definitely not going to be a Myling. Not a Moroi either. I think it would have got faster by now. And, because Morois basically speed up the lower sanity you are. Didn't see any shape-shifting again. I don't think it's going to be an Obake. Also, don't believe it's a Shade either. With the way it's been acting. What I should do, if I'm smart, is move a crucifix over here just in case it does roam to me, but I don't think it's gonna. Because I think it's a spirit. Room changes are on for this, yeah, so you've got to be aware of that. Although it's only on medium, so I've only ever really played on high, so I don't really know how frequently that's going to happen. So yeah, we're still waiting. Hey. But this is what we've ruled out so far, based on hunts and the way it's been acting in general. Doesn't feel like a Polty either. I'm not really hearing much get chucked, so I really don't think Polty. Mare it could be. If it hunts under 3 minutes, I'll start considering that. Okay, singing event. Singing event instantly rules out Shade. If it has to be that long singing event that we just heard. For the guy ghosts, it's that like for like 10-15 seconds. For girl ghosts, it's ring around the rosies. The really long ring around the rosies sound. So yeah, that's not a Shade. Shades cannot do those 2 events. There you go. Thanks for the example again. That's something a Shade cannot do. I'm going to be honest. If it gets to 2 minutes 55 seconds, I'm probably going to leave. I think it's a spirit. I think it's a spirit. Let's go. I'm going spirit. That's 2-3 minute timers on an incense. Now, you have to start the timer as soon as you hit the incense. Basically, let me explain this properly for those wondering. Because a lot of people make this mistake. When you smudge a spirit, when you're doing a spirit timer even, it's not when the hunt ends, when you start the timer. It's as soon as you click the button to smudge it. You start a timer. If you smudge it again, that doesn't matter. It depends on the first smudge. The second smudge you do, let's say you smudge a spirit spawns, you instantly smudge it. If you smudge it again during the hunt, that one is neglected. You don't start the timer on the second one. You only start it on the first smudge. So you start a timer. A spirit cannot physically hunt you for 3 minutes after you hit that first initial smudge. Yeah, I'm going spirit. Let's see if we're right. I'd be surprised if we're not.
Welcome back.
And boom!
I've got some jobs ready for you.
We have a spirit. Lovely jubbly. It is done. That was a 21-minute game. Not bad. And there we go. We just used our no evidence knowledge. And it worked. Right. We are going into another game of Grafton Farmhouse. For the final one for the challenge. Let's go. We're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take thermometer, EMF, and video camera again. The reason I bring in EMF is just because if you hear something but you're not sure where it was, then you can just find it easily with an EMF reader. Okay, in we go. Let's get the light on. Let's go straight to the back and see if the breaker's there. You never know. We might... Oh my god. What was that? What was that? I have a very bad feeling the ghost might be in the mannequin room or the doll room. That sounded like one of them. Turn the light on now. I have no idea what just happened. I have absolutely no idea what just happened. Right. There you go, guys. That was very strange. Okay. Let's go find the room. I think it's definitely going to be in the mannequin or the doll room, though. I think that kind of narrows it down. I think we heard one teleport. It's in here. Is it? It's in this room again. I swear I heard a mannequin or something. Let me just check that room. This room is cold. It could be interacting with rooms nearby. There's stuff in rooms nearby. Let's collect the bone. That's moving. Still 11 degrees in here. 9 degrees. Okay, I think it's going down. I want to just get a torch and just check. Whether there's a mannequin in that room to my right. Because I swear I heard one teleport then. Interaction? Maybe? Sounded like a mannequin to me, though. It could have been the ambient, like, dirt falling from the ceiling, to be fair. You might be right. It's quite hard to distinguish. They're both very loud. It might be because I was standing right next to it that it sounded really loud like the mannequin. Okay, let's take in an incense. Let's take in salt and a candlestick. We test for Oreo. We test for Wraith. And then we'll go and grab some other bits and bobs. I won't bother about looking for the mannequin because you're probably right. It's probably ambience. I'm going to put one salt there because that's guaranteed to get stepped in. Same with there if the ghost runs any of those rooms nearby. Okay, I'm going to leave an incense there by the front door so I can quickly grab it. We'll grab another incense, a motion sensor. Incense, motion sensor, and I'll come back for the power. We'll grab a cruci for now, just so we don't get spawned on. Okay, salt's been stepped in. Can't be a wraith. Nice. We'll get the motion sensor down there for now. Test the temperature, see if it's still dropping. It should be. Yeah, it's still dropping. Okay. Leave an incense there. Leave an incense there. Check again. Still not seeing any orbs. Interesting. I want to turn this light off just in case it interacts with it. I want to be able to rule out a mare because mares will never turn lights on, including TVs and monitors. Okay. This is definitely one of the more difficult challenges, by the way. Some of the weekly challenges I've done recently have taken me... Some games have taken me like 6 minutes. This is a bit more interesting. It really depends on the luck, though, and what ghost you get. Okay, we'll take another firelight to speed up the Oreo test. We'll take a parabolic and one more incense. Now, did you know if you light a candle and it gets blown out within 20 seconds, then it has to be an Oreo. Or a mimic mimicking an Oreo. That's the other thing as well. So it's blown out one now. If I light this now, if that goes out in 20 seconds, it's an Oreo. Same with that one. You can kind of count 20 seconds in your head. I don't bother starting a timer, but it's useful to know. And then, of course, if it blows out both of these and then hunts, then it's very likely to be an Oreo or like a demon that's just happened to blow out 2 candles and then spawned. Because they can hunt any sanity Oreos as long as they blow out 3 firelights in sequence. So you can just keep relighting one of them if you want to. Okay, I think that was over 20 seconds. Also, what door was that? I think it was this door. I want to be able to rule out Yuri, so I'm putting the doors halfway. Okay. Final firelight for the test. Got lights on in that room, which is going to be my safety room. Never know, might get Banshee Scream. It would be cool. It would be very cool. Alright, final firelight for the Oreo test. Let's see. Covered by Cruci. I've got 2 incenses on me, so we're chilling. I just want to rule out some of the really basic annoying ghosts. Like, for example, last game, I mean, it was a spirit, so it was ended up being a little bit obvious with the smudge timer. But if you start doing hunts and then you're trying to work out Oreo, it can be really annoying because it could be a ghost just deciding to hunt when that candle goes out. But this confirms it because you're on a really high sanity and no ghost can hunt that high sanity unless it's like a demon. So it's better to do Oreo tests early game than late game when you've lost loads of sanity. That's what I found. We're currently on a really high win streak on no evidence on my normal multiplier, on the same multiplier. We're on 163 games in a row for my 7.6x multiplier. We're on 163 games in a row. We're basically, I think we're currently setting a world record, and we're basically taking it as far as we possibly can. On the same multiplier, the rule is it has to be a perfect run. And yeah. We are going to be continuing the win streak after this game on stream. Oh, that went out. No hunt, not an Oreo. Just like that. Okay. Let's take the EMF over here. We can see if it... Well, I mean, it could be a phantom, actually. It could roam to us. Phantoms roam to you. Wraiths teleport to you, technically. But they leave an EMF too when they do get to you. Okay. We'll grab the Cruci now. Grab the power. Chuck it all over here. And... let's leave our incenses. We actually haven't had a ghost event yet. Strangely enough. Okay, I'm gonna grab one more incense. Maybe 2 more incenses, actually. Might as well bring them all in. Oh, there's only one left, actually. 1 more incense. Another Cruci. And a motion sensor. Not really much else we can bring in. That will actually be useful. Okay, let's get this down here. Might as well make it a bit wider. Get Cruci down there. And we'll bring this motion sensor with us now as well. And see if it roams to us at all. There we go. So now we're going to stand here. To be fair, kind of tempted to put this motion sensor on this side so I can actually see it light up. There we go. I can see it light up now. All right. Everything's ready for the hunts. Got 2 incenses on me. Parabolics here. To be honest, I'll grab a torch. Actually, I'll grab a torch. And then we're probably ready to go. I'll grab the mirror and probably continue from there. Get it to hunt me. Gather some info. And we're all good. Okay, let's go get the mirror real quick. I'll leave an incense down. Should have checked my sanity, to be fair, when I was up there, but oh well. Good thing about the mirror, I really like the mirror because you can just drain your sanity like a little bit with it, as much as you kind of want, all the way down to 0 if you fancy it. But I really like that. Okay, that should probably be enough. Let's do a real quick check, just to see what we're on. I'm testing for Phantom. If it does events, I'll try video it. Oh, wait, we're still on loads. Okay, we can still use the mirror a little longer. I'll try and get a video of it. I guess I'll bring a camera in now whilst I'm here. If it does event, I can get a photo. It's a bit easier to get a photo than a video of a ghost when it events, especially if it's moving. But also in a hunt, phantoms are have really long times between blinks. So, oh, there we go. Not a shade. Singing event. And not a phantom. Ghost is still there, and the ghost is in the photo. Okay. I am now on low sanity, actually. I just got hit by the ghost, so I've lost 10 sanity. So I'm now definitely huntable for a normal ghost, apart from a shade. Is that me? Okay, it's wandered back. Right. I bring my incense just in front of the torch. It's easy to see. Go back here with Brucey. Back now. We'll stay here because I want to have a. No, we'll go here. We'll go here. It's a bit safer. Sit here with a parabolic as well. Grab my torch. See a bit better. All right. Also, kind of set up a miling test, I guess. Because if the light's flashing and I'm not hearing the ghost footsteps, then probably miling. Back to a few things. Okay. So we're currently trying to listen to see if we get like a banshee scream. But also, I want to hear the ghost footsteps. So I can instantly work out, like, speed-wise, what it's like. Reckon a few items. Doesn't necessarily make it a poltergeist, though. A polty will be very obvious, like, especially in a map like this where there's loads and loads of loose items. It will be going mental. There'll be stuff flying all over the place, really fast as well. Also, I don't think it can be a rager either because, again, we didn't hear any bass boost in the heartbeat when it was standing there in the ghost event. So I actually can rule out a rager probably as well. But, yeah, let's see. Is there any way to really tell miling range versus normal with experience and feel it's anything more definitive? You can do like this torch test thing, which I don't tend to do. I tend to just do it via the sound. But if you're standing here, the torch is flashing, but you can't hear the ghost footsteps, then that signifies miling. But if you're on any normal maps, like Tanglewood, Ridgeview, Edgefield, etc., you can tell miling pretty easily because it's just really soft-footed. Like, it's just the footsteps are quieter even when you're looping it. Around like a table, they are quieter than normal, but again, that kind of takes time to learn. I notice it really easily, but again, it kind of depends on how much you play the game and how much you know the sounds of footsteps. But yeah, they're basically they are completely inaudible. I think 14 meters away or further, whereas other ghosts you can hear up to like, I don't know what it is, like 25 or something. Shade? It can't be a shade because it did a sing event. Still nothing. I know I'm on 50% sanity. I hit the event. Oh my goodness me! That is so creepy. The way she's looking at me? You're in my way. Has it moved rooms then? Move rooms. Can't be a Goryo. We have a room change. Gorios will never change rooms. Oh, that's so creepy, man. Oh, it's just the way they're just static and they've got no facial expression. I just hate it. Yeah, Gorios will never change rooms in any mode. They'll never, ever change rooms. Normal speed. Not miling. Not a gin, didn't speed up. Pretty I'm not gonna lie, really boring. Really, really boring. Okay, right. Well, it wasn't a rev, because a rev would have been really slow when I was listening to it on the parabolic, and then would have become really fast when it saw me. Throwing a hand to it can't be, because it slowly got faster, as you could tell. Those ghosts have no line of sight builds. Jinn, it can't be, because it would, as soon as it saw me over here, it would have sprinted towards me, because the brake is on. Oni normal blinks. I didn't see Oni blinks then. Not a Dio. Dio would have sprinted straight to me. And then become really slow. Oh, I hate this mannequin. Such a weird pose. Miling, the footsteps were too loud. I could hear it from miles away. It can still be a yokai. I haven't tested yokai. I didn't see a shapeshift. I was really looking for the shapeshift then. I didn't see it change into a different ghost during the hunt. I hate the silhouette. I don't want to quickly check. Like, do a little mare test or something. Run! It's been a minute 30. Any ghost can hunt me now. Apart from my spirit. I've still got 2 incenses on me. I'll have another listen. Oh, it is hunting. Not a spirit. Hunt under 3 minutes. Okay. I think I was too far away for the yokai test to work. Just because I heard the static doesn't mean I was close enough for the yokai test. You have to be, like, relatively... Like, if it was standing exactly there and I did the yokai test here, then it would be fine. We can actually peek the ghost in the next hunt by standing in this spot. And it actually can't see us. As long as you don't go too wide out like this. If you go to about here... You're fine. You can actually look at the ghost, and I can do a better yokai test here. I can instantly see if it changes directions when I use my electronics. Well, again, I don't think it's twins. It doesn't sound twin speed. It sounds normal speed to me. It could still be like a Yuri. Oh my god, it's there. It could still be a Yuri. I haven't ruled out Yuri yet. I'm not feeling demon. Because I think a demon would have hunted me way earlier in the game than this. I'm not feeling twins because of the speeds. Mimic, I doubt, because I did check orbs earlier. But the reason I don't rule out Mimic is just because sometimes you just... Like, orbs are glitchy. So I like to rule out Mimic after like a few hunts. I prefer just to do that, personally. Okay. Not Moroi. Maybe. Unless I was on like 45% sanity or something, or 40% sanity. And it's only slightly faster. Or 50% sanity and slightly slower. Hunts began. Let's do this test. was I too far away? Oh, if the hunt was like 2 seconds longer, I would have been able to tell if it was a yokai or not. Okay. We'll do another hunt. It's probably not a demon. I really don't think it'll be a Moroi at this point. I think I'm definitely on low sanity by now, surely. No, I'm not on a cursed hunt. I don't want to do a cursed hunt because sometimes, you know, if you get in a bad, sticky situation, you can't get away. It's only on 47% sanity. I'm only on 47% sanity. I'm not going to rule out Moroi yet. Yeah, my sanity's... If I look behind... What? Where's the mannequin? I heard it. Okay, I'm getting a better yokai test than this. This is really annoying. It saw me up there on the banister, so that's why it came back down. Let's do a yokai test in here instead. Where did that mannequin go to? That's what I'm wondering. I heard a mannequin. But where the hell has it gone? Right, I'm going to do a yokai test here instead. Here we go. Oh, surely this is a yokai. That's, oh my god. Hello, sir? Surely that's gotta be a yokai. I want to be 100% sure, so we're gonna be 100% sure now. I'm gonna stand here. And I have to be within range. There's no way I'm not. One last hunt, and I'm happy to leave on yokai. It's not running towards me when I'm spamming my global push to talk button. Which is like spamming electrics near it. I think it's deaf. Deaf and no sense. Here we go. Yeah, 100% a yokai. Okay. Right, that's 100% a yokai. It ran straight past the door and didn't run to me. And I'm spamming electronics. A ghost should sense me from like that far away, I reckon. So, we can leave. The reason it's a yokai is basically because all ghosts normally can sense you if you spam your push to talk or you talk to the ghost. They can sense you pretty far away. Whereas a yokai, it can't sense you unless it's basically like that far away, like really, really close. Even like this far away. So yeah, that's definitely a yokai because it did not wander to me. A normal ghost would have wandered to me. I can't remember the exact meters for the yokai. I know yokai can sense you within 3 meters, I think. It might be 2 meters. I can't really remember, but again, you kind of get the feel of it the more you play. Whereas other ghosts, they can sense you for like, I don't know, 12 meters or something. Anyway, let's go. It is a yokai. It's 2.5 meters. Okay, for a yokai. There you go. And that should be the weekly completed. Boom. And that's 3 out of 3. We are still on a like a weekly challenge win streak right now. We have not lost a single game of the weekly challenge for like, I don't know, 8 weeks or something? I'm not really sure. But yeah, there we go. Every single one done with the correct ghosts, which is great. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was right on my street. No evidence. Beautiful. If you want to know more about no evidence stuff, I do have a complete ghost guide, which is definitely really helpful to learn all the ghost stuff. I also, though, have, which is probably really useful, a video which is currently getting a lot of traction on, well, one of my probably most fastest growing videos on YouTube, which is how pros identify ghosts fast, I think it's called. I'll link it up in the top now. Feel free to check that out. That's basically where I run through, I play no evidence, but then I pause and talk about the decisions I make in the video for those for you watching it back, basically. So yeah, hopefully that comes in use. My best advice for the challenge would be rule out Oreo early, rule out Wraith early with the Assault and the Firelight test. And then after that, maybe do some hunts. Get into the hunts. Try to maybe loop the ghost a little bit, get some visual confirmations and stuff. See if it's what the blinks are like, what the sounds like, what the line of sight's like, everything like that. Like I was explaining it. And good luck. Really hope you guys try the challenge because no evidence is so fun. This is definitely a pretty hard step into no evidence. I'd say no evidence is way more easy to get into on like Tanglewood, Edgefield, etc. This is a bit of a, like, putting you in the deep end a bit. But good luck and just have fun with it. It's so good. It may take you a bunch of games. Don't be disheartened. It takes a lot of time to learn all these ghosts off by heart with all the micro knowledge that comes with them. Again, that's what my ghost guide's for. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I'll see you next time. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe and have a great rest of your days. Goodbye.